feel like I was just trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I'm just really hoping like everybody watching this just understands, like, you just always feel like something's wrong. You know, I'm gonna try to build Jonesy back up. I'm gonna just rebrand. Like, no. Welcome to Asha Loves. Oh God, that was not good. Since it seems like I can't decide how I want to start out this video, it's about me describing my very extremely confusing romantic orientation, or what it may be, and how this anime is going to help me do it. Oh, and also, I'm going to explain why I've been gone for 6 months. And honestly, I'm using this anime to help me to explain myself and explain where I'm coming from, explain sort of my roots and my origins and how I'm feeling. So hopefully by me explaining that, that will help you to understand me a little more and the actions that I've taken in the past leading up to now.
なきゃいけないと思って辛かったんだね。みんな恋愛の話するの好きだもんな。自分がおかしいような気にもなるよね。
And I just do want to throw this out here is like, I don't know, just to give you a bit of backstory, but like ever since I was younger, I've always been like really intrigued by love and romance. And for me, it's never had a color. And you may be thinking, oh, it's red, like what other color would it be? No, I'm not talking about like a physical color. I'm talking more of like an emotional color. It's always been very vibrant for me, very colorful. So what I mean by that is that I don't just see one type of love as like love. It doesn't really matter what the gender is, or it doesn't really matter how it came about. I just, whatever makes my cheeks warm and whatever makes my heart dance, that's what I consider as love, because that's like really the only thing that does that for me. I go a little crazy over all of it, but this is the catch, right? I'm it has like relationships that I'm in, they don't make my heart dance like that. They make me feel trapped, and they make me feel like I'm not being myself, like I'm not being authentic. That's why I'm really just so intrigued and interested in other couples, because I like to look at what they're doing and I don't know, try to understand it so that I can apply it to myself, which obviously it hasn't worked, but maybe. This is the first time I have ever watched something and felt 100% completely understood. Like I've always just felt like the odd one out, because everybody else, you know, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend, I want a that must be nice, stuff like that. And I've just never ever been able to relate. You know, I've tried to talk to friends about it. They're like, yeah, Asha, that's just you. Like, I can't relate to that. It took me 6 months to watch it because each episode hit me so deeply. So this is me trying to put myself out there, and hopefully somebody else will put themselves out there.
Love song の歌詞も私にはキラキラと眩しくて
Exactly, same. Fluffy, why you gotta get on my...
意味なら辞書を引かなくてもわかるけど
Of course.
私のものになってはくれない
I can relate to the fact that she feels like it's never happened to her. She's never been able to feel it, but she knows what it is, you know. That's how I feel a lot. It's like, I know what it is. Of course I know what it is in theory, but like, it's never happened for me. I think the thing that makes me a bit different from this character, her name is Youre. She hasn't ever been in a relationship, but I have. And the only reason that I have is because, not because I wanted to, not because I was seeking it out, but just because I felt like I should be. I felt like that was how a normal high schooler should be. I feel like I should want to have a boyfriend and hang out with him and kiss him and all this stuff, but I just didn't feel like myself. So I feel like I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. It was never explicitly stated, but I think this character might be aromantic. Not saying that I am, since I don't want to put any labels on myself when I don't know myself. But that's what I feel like a lot of the time. Just like her in this scene, her friends and stuff are talking about like boys and stuff, and how this is their type and this is their type, and she just feels disconnected from the whole entire situation. Like she can't relate And God, I feel like that's like, I love gossip. I will talk about boys all day, but when it comes to myself, like, I'd rather, like, not, because I know I'm kind of, like, not faking it, but I'm trying to surge up some feelings that aren't there. So I would much rather listen to my friends talk about, you know, the boys that they like and their situations and stuff, because I'm so intrigued by the process of falling in love and the fact that falling in love is a thing, and how people act when they're in love and how people act when they don't want to admit they're in love. Like, I love everything about that, and I really just don't even know why, but it's just always been there. So yeah, here goes another part where I really relate to her.
本で読む歌で聞く恋はキラキラしてて
Yes, sparkles. That's what I'm saying.
その時になればきっと羽が生えたみたいにふわふわしちゃったり
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
恋人好きだ
That's what I thought would freaking happen too, but it didn't. Look at her.
だけど
She didn't feel
私の
nothing.
足はその時になってもしっかり地面を踏みしめていて
Yeah, same.
どうして私と付き合いたいって思ったの
Same. I asked the same freaking questions. Like, what do you like? What do you like about me, huh?
恋人のこと
This type of thing is normal.
恋人と特別な関係になりたいんだ
Exactly. I've had freaking, like, this is everything. Like, you're a special person, so I want to have a special relationship with you. I don't understand that. I have friends that I love so freaking much. Like, so much, like, my heart, like, jumps and stuff. But it's not... my heart jumps and stuff. But it's not the love where I want to kiss them and I want to hug them and I want to be sexual with them. Like, it's not that type of love. I don't understand liking someone so much that you want to physically touch them. I don't. I just can't. I just really don't understand that. As long as I'm around them and talking to them and we're having a good time with each other, I love that. I still am the type of person, if I like somebody, I like to keep that to myself, because I just want to hang out with them, like I said before. But like, I feel like if I tell them I like them, then they're gonna think, oh, okay, she wants to date me. Oh, that means we're gonna be kissing and doing all this other stuff that I don't want to do. And it's just like, no, man, like, I like you, but I really just want to talk to you. Like, that's it. Nobody's ever understood why I do that. Like, be like, Asha, if you like them, like, go tell them, you know, so y'all can go out. You know, eventually after all that, telling me I need to go out with folks, I eventually said, okay, sure. In this story, you meet someone named Toko, and she's a girl who initially doesn't believe she can fall in love either until she meets you. It happened very strangely. You had told Toko that she basically couldn't feel any special feelings towards someone, like it wasn't possible, it had never happened for her. And for whatever reason, they did explain this at the end of the show, the fact that you could not feel special towards somebody made Toko fall in love with her. And they developed like this type of relationship where like Toko gets to the point where she wants to express how much she likes you, and by this expression is by physical touch, which once again is something I don't really understand.
私の好きってこういうことしたい好きだったんだ。君といるとドキドキするの。
Yeah, and you was just like, I don't understand why you want to do that with me either, but you know, it's fine. Like, I guess go ahead and do it.
って知ってる。私のことも好きにならない。それでいいの。好きでいさせて。それでいいなら構いませんけど。
And you then decides that this is the person that she wants to try and fall in love with.
ドキしてもいいんじゃないの。初めてのキス。何も感じなかった。
Same. Right, like you just always feel like when you're like this, you just always feel like something's wrong with you. Like, dang. Even though I really had like my first kiss back in kindergarten, I'm not gonna count that just for the sake of it. But my other first kiss was in high school. It was with my first boyfriend. If you're watching this right now, because we're still friends right now, don't take this the wrong way, okay? It's me. But when we did kiss, like I was expecting so much, man. I was expecting like sparks. I was expecting fireworks. I was expecting like my nerves nerves to start popping off and just all this stuff you read in fan fiction. It really just felt like I was like kissing somebody's arm probably. And so I was like, well shoot, is something wrong with my lips? Like maybe I don't have a lot of nerves in my lips. So I just started questioning myself and stuff. So of course, you being the I'm assuming aromantic that she is, she then begins like conducting little experiments to try to see, you know, how a person in love acts. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's freaking me. She does one where she like holds Toko's hand just to see how she reacts, you know, like that stuff's kind of entertaining for, I don't even want to say people like us, but for people like us, when you see how people react to romantic situations. But yeah, she held her hand. Freaking man, like freaking saw her like just, at first you thought that Toko was also aromantic or whatever, but she wasn't. So once again, she felt like she had nobody and stuff like that. Anyways, we're not gonna go through every freaking clip, but throughout the story, like she you know, she doesn't mind like kissing her and holding her hand and hugging her, you know, whatever Toko wants to do with her, she's like all for it. She's like, whatever you want to do, like let's just do it, because Yu's goal was to fall in love. So she was like, maybe if I keep experiencing all this affection, I'll fall in love with her. I started like disconnecting myself from Yu as a character because we were no longer relating the way we were relating in the first episode. I thought Yu was the person that I related to the most, but then oh boy, another character came in. His name is Maki. This is me. I'm just really hoping like everybody watching this just understands like this is exactly how I feel. Yeah, we do. Or I do at least. Same?
私話聞いてもらっているうちにマキ君のことが
Right, what the heck is that? Exactly. Exactly. Your next love story, you found a new love story that you're gonna follow. Like, I really relate. But after I watched that episode, I didn't watch the next one for like a month because I was really just letting that episode just sit on my heart and be like, the fact that it was in an anime just made me realize like, wow, at least somebody actually feels like this. Like, but yeah, it was just the same thing for me, and it's just like, okay, you just keep watching love stories unfold until the next one comes up and the next one comes up. Yeah, Yu and Toko, they actually like made out at one point, and like from that episode forward, you could tell something was changing between them, and at that point I really just felt disconnected. So that's when I really didn't watch the show for like 3 or 4 months. You know, I was like scared to see her fall in love with somebody because I was like, well shoot, that's never happened to me. I want to see people fall in love, but it's different when I'm watching something with a character that starts off like me and then ends up like everybody else, you know? So it's like, dang, you know, I'm still stuck here and she freaking found somebody. Anyways, I eventually did work up the courage to finish it. You know, I was like, you know, maybe if I finish it, something might change for me. So I thought this was a perfect first video to come back to. You know, hopefully that helped explain how I am, because, you know, like a lot of people don't really understand why I do what I do and why I gush and yell and scream at other couples and stuff. Like, that's just what makes me happy. And I did, that's why I've been gone for so long, because I was just trying to fight it. You know, I was just saying like, stay away from them couples, Asha, stay away from them couples. Like, that's all I kept telling myself, stay away from them. Like, why are you obsessed watching couples, you know, hug each other and make googly eyes? Like, why is this the thing that you're focused on? So I tried to run from it and I tried to hide from it, and I did stay away from it for a while. But then I went to YouTube and I watched like a compilation video of like my favorite anime romantic scenes, and it brought this surge of emotion that nothing else had brought me. Like this surge of just happiness, and I felt like crying. You know how I be in my videos, like emotional like that. Like that's all real emotion, and I know that is not conventional or whatever, but that's it. That's me. And I've just accepted that. I've accepted that. I'm not running away from it. But yeah, and fitness too. I really got into fitness. Like my health is like really, really, really a priority. And I really started taking that seriously. So I do a lot of fitness now. I eat really healthily now. So I'm gonna be recording all of that. Those are gonna be shorts and stories, may even be some videos. I know, I'm just really excited for once. And like, I want to start fresh because I was watching something called, what was it called? Anyways, it's a show where in 90 days you have to build a business from the bottom up that's being evaluated at $1 million. And that just really inspired me because at first I was like, you know, I'm gonna try to build Johnsy back up. I'm gonna, you know, just tell him I'm changing stuff. I'm gonna just rebrand. Like, no, I think I just want to start fresh because that really inspired me that starting fresh is an option. And it's something that probably needs to be done for my own personal growth. But yeah, I hope that explains some stuff. I hope you learn more about me. I hope this allowed for some people to feel comfortable telling me or telling the other viewers that we have today what they feel misunderstood about, or what they feel like they only go through that somebody else might be going through. You know, things like that. I really want this to be like a safe, open space for people. We all hold like weights, packs of freaking rocks on our backs because we have all this weight on us. And a lot of us don't open up and tell people what's going on. And because everybody thinks like, oh, nobody relates to me. Oh, nobody knows what I'm going through. Stuff like that. So you just hold it in and hold it in. And all these rocks just keep stacking on your back, right? And I got a lot of freaking rocks on my back. So I'm trying to take one, throw it out there, and hopefully somebody catches it and can relate to me on a level. And even if you can't relate to me, okay, take some of them rocks out. Write in the comments what do you feel misunderstood about? What do you feel nobody like understands or gets about you? And hopefully somebody will respond to you saying that they feel that way. And even if they don't, keep going out there and throwing them rocks and somebody will understand where you're coming from. And of course, I mean, you can watch the anime if you want to. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna be posting so much, okay? We done with the wishy-washy. We done with the like from now on. Just monitor my actions, okay? Because they're gonna line up with my words. I'm definitely gonna have a schedule planned out so that by next week I'm posting on a schedule. But just know there is definitely another video coming. I'm really trying to stop using words like hopefully, maybe. As you can see, I'm still working on it. So slap, because definitely. So yeah, with that being said, stay happy, stay free, and stay freaking beautiful. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I was about to do Johnsy's out, but I changed my name. I had to figure that out. Bye!